talks about the Sri Krishna. Here another Purana, it says, the Varaha Purana, when the Daksha daughter of the Daksha Shati, she burned herself because the people they were criticizing her husband, Shiva. Then she decided that I should die, entered into the fire, and in the next birth, she became the daughter of the Himalaya and became famous as Parvati. Now there is another history, another indication that the Parvati is like this. In the Sri Chandi, we find that when the Durga saw the Chanda and Munda, these are the two, the Asura coming to attack, she became very angry. When the mother became angry, she frowned. And because of the frowning from the third eye, came out a terrible form. And that it describes over here in the 7th verse of the Chandi, Bhrukuti Kuti Lala Deva Lalata Palakadrutam Kali Paralavadana Vinishkranta Usi Pashini. She means the soul. A lady came out from the third eye of the goddess Durga. Now friends, different because of the name and how it was created, the different stories are there, different information that we are getting. We have to collect it and then we will assemble all those, will come into conclusion. Bhrukuti Kuti Lala Deva Lalata Padaka Drutam Kali Karala Vadana. And these Kali, when she is coming out, her face was terrible. It was impossible to look at her, Karala Vadana. And she was holding two things. One is a bow, another is the Shidar, the sword. Now, this is the Hinduism. The Hinduism always say there are two knowledge. One is the knowledge of this world. If you want to get this world, to get enjoyment from this world, then you will be bound. So the same Kali, who is the power of God, and coming out from the third eye of the Durga, she is having two. One is the sword, another is the robe. Why? Sword is the symbol that gives you mukti, liberation, liberty. And robe is the symbol of bondage. It will bind you. And what is the bondage? Desire. When you are having the desire, then you are bound in this world. When you are bound in this world, sometimes you will have the joy, sometimes you will get the appreciation, but most of the time you will be suffering. Most of the time you will get different type of reactions you may not like. Most of us we know from our life. It's so difficult. Even the most perfect person was also criticized. That the Jesus, he was crucified. But the Jesus was the man of love. Jesus who wanted to give everything for these people. He wanted to help them to get the liberation. But he too was completely killed by these people. And now, all other people like our Bhagavan Buddha, what he wanted? He wanted that everyone should be good. That was his philosophy. He used to say, do good, think about good, and you will enjoy. He was also criticized when people tried to kill him too. Swami Vivekananda, who came all the way from India, only to glorify India, only to introduce real India with this world, he was criticized by some people. It is impossible to get happiness in this world. Those who are thinking that I will be happy in this world, no, it is impossible. You will get little, but a lot of suffering, and that is called bondage. And that bondage, symbol of bondage is the rope. This goddess Kali, who is the power, is coming out from the third eye, which third eye means the eye of knowledge, with the sword and the rope. And the sword is the symbol of cutting the ego, cutting the bondage, and take you to the real happiness. And it says, Bhrukuti Kuti Lala Deva, Lalata Palaka Dhrutam, Kali Karala Vadana, Vinishkranta, Vasi Pashini, Vasi and Pasha. And in the Markandeya Purana, there's another Purana, Markandeya Purana. It says, Ya Jiva Bhavata Kali, Kala Vishtha Kira Epo, Bhayanapahi Papebhya, Vaishikar Mahavaya. It says that if you are repeating the name of Kali, you will be free from all fear. That is the Kali. Then when Markandeya Purana, it says the tongue of the fire is a Kali. Ya Jiva Bhavata Kali. The tongue of the fire. Now here we have to go back to the history, how this whole Hinduism came. Hinduism discovered one truth, and that is the consciousness all-pervasive. This all-pervasive consciousness, but how we will understand that all-pervasiveness? Ordinary people can't understand that. So they thought in this way that we must introduce something that the people can understand. The all-pervasiveness is impossible to even to fathom, even to understand. So they introduced some symbol. And the first beautiful symbol was the fire. That's why the Hindus, they always worship fire. Everywhere you will find they will light the fire, otherwise it is impossible. And the fire sometimes is a form of a lamp. They will light the lamp, that is the symbol of the holiness. If the fire is not there, then there is no holiness. But it is not the fire, it's the light. And that fire, it was indicating, it gives us the light, removes the darkness. And what is that darkness? Ignorance again. The ignorance will go away when there is knowledge. The knowledge comes as a symbol of fire. And when we worship God and Lord says we do the arati and there will be light we are showing. And in every Hindu temple, traditional temple, if you go 24 hours there will be burning a lamp. There's a symbol of knowledge. A lamp is constantly burning, that should not be, you should not put it off. Something must be there. That light should be there. They will never put it off. 24 hours. As long as the temple is there, it will be there. Why it is? Because it says that is the tongue of the fire, which is Kali. Bhayanapahi papebhya. And that tongue of the fire, which will take away all our fear. What is the fear? Papa. What is the papa? Ignorance. It is not the papa of the sin of the Christian conception. It is not like that. This sin means we forget to do something. We don't understand something. These ignorances are known as power. That's why you can always rectify and can become good. The papa in the Hindu conception is a wrong conception about the truth. Or you have not understood it. So that is the reason it always say, the moment you will understand it, you can rectify it. There is no power, there is a mistake. The Hindus always say, there is no sin, it is a mistake that you are doing. Swami Vivekananda, he gave a beautiful description and a statement in this way. He said we travel from lower truth to higher truth, not from wrong to right or ignorance to the light. This is lower truth to higher truth. What we know is also true, but lower truth. But what is that higher truth? Higher truth is, I am completely free. Unnecessarily I am thinking I am bound. Unnecessarily I am thinking I need this, I need that. I don't need anything. Only thing that I need to understand myself. And the moment I understand myself, I became free from everything. So, Yajiva Bhavata Kali Kali Nishtakira Evo Bhayanupahi Papibhya Vaihika Mahabhaya. What is the Mahabhaya? So many fears are there. But what is the Mahabhaya? People say death. No. It's the desire. The desire is the Mahabhaya. If you have any desire, you will have to take birth. And the moment you are taking birth means, again you are having a form. It may be human form or any different type of form. And when you are having the forms, all these reactions, it will all come. You cannot go beyond this. So again, the psychological torture, psychological problem, physical problem, many times, so many ways, it goes on. A young boy came, he has been bullied in his school, hardly, I think the grade 3rd or 4th. He has been bullied and his friend has gone to the police. Police came to their house, they are asking about Mr. Boy, and what he said? He said that I may kill him someday. A little boy, he said, I don't say it. I was showing a picture, and the children, they see the pictures in the movie and all those things. In the form, he showed that and said, I will do like this to you today, or sometimes. He complained that to the teacher to the principal to the police. Police immediately came to talk to this boy. Can you imagine? The same thing happened when I was in Purulia. The parents came and it was, I think, 6th grade students. So one parent came and told, my son has been threatened, life threatened. I don't life? Who did it? His friend. What did he say? That I will kill you, he said. He said, say it, that doesn't mean that he can do it. But anyway, who is that boy who gave the threatening? So we found him out and brought him. He's a lean and thin boy, can't stand properly. Somehow you are standing like this. Do you think you can do that? Why you take it in that way? The children, they say like that. But in this country, in our country, people sometimes they take it so seriously. So what I wanted to say, even a child of that age is suffering. And when I saw him, I was really feeling sad. Now he has lost all his self-confidence. And he was thinking, what will happen to me? And his father said, I am all right, I am fine. He is in a higher grade. But this boy and the father and the mother, they are also not very happy. He is becoming alone at the age of hardly 12. So from that age, suffering is coming. Now he is losing faith on others. He do not know how to talk to the friends. Even jokingly also he cannot say anything. So this is called Mahabhaya. The real fear is desire. If you have the desire, I like to be king, I like to be powerful, I like to be very beautiful, I like to have this, that, then you have to take birth. And the moment you take birth, you will get that. Along with all the sufferings. It is not a path of roses. There will be thorns everywhere. One who understands that, what he does, then he says, like the Subarcha Rishi, his disciple, his name was Shanta. Subarcha was the name of the teacher. And his disciple, Shanta, he used to pray, very wonderful prayer. He said, "Oh Lord, can you please help me with your power, which is Kali, to go beyond fear? I like to go beyond the fear. Ohiko Mahabhaya. Ohiko and Paralaipika. Ohiko means this world. Lord, he used to pray to the Lord Shiva. Oh Lord, can you please save me from the terrible fear of this world? This world is so attractive, so excellent. And different type of advertisement comes. And we go, oh my God, it's so beautiful, we should do this, we should do that. At different places, they will be advertising. And we must visit those. Then items they are giving, how much purchase those. So like that we go on. So attractive. But again, the moment you get all these, afterwards fear comes. We receive a lot of requests from the elderly people. So much of books I have accumulated all through my life. Now I don't like to throw it because I purchased it. Will you please take it to your library? Then different type of clothing and other things, all they go on giving to us. So that is the way, then the Ashtama, okay, you can give. It goes like that. So these people, they purchase, people they enjoy, and afterwards that become a bondage for him. And also he pardon, he doesn't want to carry. I have to shift to a smaller house, what I am going to do with this? But that same person purchased all those. They gave me a beautiful picture of Lord Buddha. I purchased it from there. And then it was there in my room for such a long time. Then I am going to a small house. I don't have place to keep it. Immediately they gave it to us. Why? Do you think he was happy? No. He was parting with all those things he loved ones. This is also suffering. Ohika suffering. Ohika means worldly suffering. The beautiful body that I was having, slowly deteriorating. I can't do anything. It goes away from me. Somebody is taking away from me. I don't want to, but I have to. That is called the worldly suffering. If you love this world, it will give you little, then take away much. And that is the suffering. So this disciple of a rishi, he is praying to Shiva, will you please, now speciality, will you please remove, no, he said, will you please, with the help of your tongue, that is Kali, with the help of your power, that is Kali, take away all my shortcomings, my fear of these worldly attractions. That is the beautiful prayer. Every day, if we are praying to the Lord, please take all my fear and help me. A Mundaka Upanishad, as I was telling you, have to have the support of the Upanishad. If you don't have the support of the Upanishad, that means you don't have much credentiality. In the Indian perspective, Upanishad must support it. You have to quote from the Upanishad. Here we find this Kali. It has, the name was there in the Upanishad. And what it says, the people who were not understanding the all-pervasiveness of the God. God is all-pervasive. God is not having any form. Now we keep like this a big room and there is nothing, just white wall, and all people come and we say pray to the God who is all everywhere. Can anyone concentrate? No. They'll be looking at the wall, and if they find anything over there, maybe something hanging over there, immediately their concentration will go over there. Without the name and form, we cannot concentrate. The human mind cannot understand anything if there is not a form and a name. So lizard may be on the wall, and those who have come to meditate on all pervasiveness of God, they will say the lizard. They will concentrate to the lizard is moving, and their mind will go in that way. They're funny. So that Hindus understood. It is not so easy. So when you are mature in your meditation, that may be possible. But when in the beginning, you have to have the name and form. And in the beginning, they gave the name and the form in fire. In those days, in the villages, in the forest, fire was very important. So they used to keep the fire burning. And that fire, they used to pour different things, oblations of the God. And how the God will receive it? This fire will take it. And the smoke that is going up, it will take it. They used to imagine like that. And they gave the name of those fire and different, the fire that is breaking, as if the tongues are coming out, they used to give like this: Kali, Karali, Manoyavacha, Sulohita, Yacha Sudumra Varna, Spulingini, Vishwaruchicha Devi, Lelayamana, it is Sapta Yuga. The fire is having 7 tongues. And the 7 tongues they gave the name. And you can concentrate on those 7 tongues. So that is the way they used to meditate. And we were discussing where from the name Kali came. The goddess Kali that we saw, the Kali, that is the main, first time. This is the Kali of the Dakshineshwar, and this Kali was worshipped by Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Where from the name came from so many different sources. And I will conclude about it by quoting from Mahanirvana Tantra. This Mahanirvana Tantra, it says, Nimittamatram tad Brahma Karanam Karanam. Nimittamatram tad Brahma Sarva Karana Karanam. Tad Chedamatra Alamba Tvam Mahayogini Para Karoshi Pasi Hasyante Jagadeta Chara Acharam. Chara and achara. Chara means sentient, living, which moving and thinking and cognizing. Chara. Achara, that cannot move. Everything created by this power, and that called Mahayogini. The Maha means extreme, highest. And Yogini, one who has been unified. Yoga means union. Union with what? Union with mind, soul, with the Supreme Soul, me and the God. Lord Jesus once said, I and my Father in heaven are one. When the Father and the Son become one, not two, that is called union, and that is yoga. Yoga means union. That this Mahayogini, who was constantly united with what? Intellect. And what is that intellect? That is the Shiva. The Shiva and Shakti. Karoshi, the creating. Pasi, the preserving. Hamsante Jagadeta Characharam. And that is the Sarva Karana Karana. That is the reason of all reasons. So this is our Lord, the Dr. Kali, Mother Kali. Now I will show you this 3 form of Kali. If you please notice this one, the Shiva, the first Shiva, then the second Shiva, and then goddess Kali. The first Shiva, if you notice, mostly you won't find it is not common, but that Shiva is called the Parashiva. Parashakti like that Parashiva. Paramashiva. This Shiva is completely dead. Is not having any desire. His head has been turned and then tongue has come out and the body is pale. And that shows it is all symbolic. So you have to understand the Hinduism is a symbolic religion and the symbol is like this. First this is the dead completely. That means no activity, no desire, no function. So all the three gunas, Sattva, Raja, Tama, are completely absent. People are afraid sometimes to see this. Oh, terrible tomorrow. But not terrible. If you understand, it's so unique. How they thought something must be there which is functioning. And if that is directly involved in the function, it becomes limited. This subtle point we have to remember. Anything directly is entering into the action becoming limited. Most of the time the king never gives any dictation, but it is king's dictation. But it comes out through or activated through the ministers. So the people go for the minister, either they criticize or they praise the minister, but it is the king, his decision. The same way, here also you find the king is dead as yet. But no, the next, his desire is manifesting in the air. And this is the Shiva. Now if you notice, this Shiva, his face is turning this side. And if you go close and see, his tongue has come out. That means he is not talking. His eyes are closed and body is pale. He is completely immersed in meditation. But if you see the second Shiva, it is all white. White is the symbol of Sattva, very good quality, Sattva. And the Shiva's face is turned upward. Face is upward, eyes are open. The moment the eyes are open means I want to see, I want to say. The desire is there. What is the desire? I want to create. And the moment I create, I have to sustain that. And then afterwards, I have to withdraw that too. So he is thinking in that way. And when the Shiva thought, immediately the Ma Kali came. We say it is the lady form, mother form. In fact, it is the same Shiva in function, in action, the Mother Kali. And the Mother Kali, where if you notice, she is having 4 hands. And I will explain how these 4 hands are totally different. This same picture has been over here also. And this picture, in a different way, it is slowly one after another, the function is coming. And finally, this action. What she is doing, the creation, sustenance, and also taking it back. The preservation part is the mother. Destruction part, also the mother. It goes back to the mother, same nature. The same thing also putting over here in a different murti. Now this form. Friends, the goddess Kali, she is having 4 hands. Now there is a story, it goes, very famous story with the goddess Kali, that there were some bad people called Ashura. They were torturing the good people, Deva. So Deva could not fight with the bad people. So they went to the Supreme Lord Shiva. And the Shiva told, you better go to my power Shakti, the mother. Then the mother became very angry and she became dark color, very angry. When a man is walking in the outside the color become little darkish. So obviously, and then the red color, the eyes became red, tongue became red, because anger, action. So that is the mother. Then she came out and started killing those bad people. And not only that, cutting their heads and keeping as a count. All those heads are hanging as a girdle, like this. And not only that, she was cutting the hands and covering the waist. The hands were hanging from her waist. Now that was over. All the bad people were killed. Then what will happen? Mother is still going on killing, and she is still angry. Then the gods became afraid. They went to the Lord Shiva again, requested him. Lord Shiva went and lied down where the mother was. And the mother, the moment he touched the body of her husband, in India, husband is considered as God. So the lady is the moment to touch the body of the husband, immediately in child, she was cutting her tongue. And that is the image. Krishnananda Agam Bhagish, in 13th century, it says he actually saw this and then he developed this image. Whatever it may be, but what actually it is. Now Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he introduced this Kali Puja once again in the modern society, because this form of the mother, Divine Mother, was criticized by many people because they could not understand why a lady not having any clothing and she is cutting the heads of the people and also like this, and why that should be worshipped. So they thought this is very wrong and the people should not worship this Kali. So they used to criticize. But that was wrong. So Lord God, he took the form of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna and he worshipped Goddess Kali and worshipped for 12 long years, very close to Calcutta, where all the educated people used to stay. And what he introduced? This Kali Puja. And what he told about Kali? Kali is the mother of knowledge. And knowledge is power. What is Shakti? The Sanskrit word Shakti means power. And what is the power of the human being? Muscle power? No. How long a muscle power can go? They can lift heavy things, but that much. That can be done with any help of any machine. And the elephants and others, they can help us. The animal power. But the main power of the human being is intellect. If you don't have the intellect, you will lose everything. So if the educated people, they go away, everything gone. So that is the reason the Lord, they introduced this Goddess Kali. Now, look at the right hand of the mother. These two hands, they're showing, I am mother. You need not to be afraid of. This is called Abhaya. This is the Abhaya and this is called Bara. Bara means, whatever you want, I like to give you. There's no problem for me. The mother is always benign and ready to give. Only thing you have to go and pray. You have to go and ask. As it is said, knock the door, it will be open unto you. The similar way, you have to go and pray to the mother. The moment you pray to the mother, and you will get. And what you will get? Suppose good health, or success in your exam, or you like to be successful in the business, or whatever of this world, mundane world, you have to go to the right hand side. This right side called Dakshina. So Dakshina Murti, Dakshina Kali. This Dakshina Kali, right form, is for the householders. Those who like to marry, like to settle down, and then they have children, they have many problems, they need money, they need all respect and the power. All this way they have to go and pray. Mother, give me this, mother, give me this. she's ready to give. But look at the left hand. The same mother is having the left hand completely different. The other two, one is having a sword and a shivered human head. And terrifying. Those who don't know, they'll be terrified. But the mother has not cut anyone. Can a lady cut the head of someone and showing that, and we can think that is the divine mother? Are the Hindus mad? No. The Hindus are very intelligent. They are giving the symbolic way. What is the head? Head is intellect. Head is the power. So she says, well, if you have to get the liberation, mukti, then come to the left side. You cannot have the family. You cannot have the worldly things. Name, fame, bank balance. No, nothing. You have to leave everything and come to left side. And what you will get? You have to cut your ego. This is the symbol that cuts the ego. Ego is the bondage. I, me, mine. That is the bondage. And those who have understood it, they come to this side, left side, and they cut their ego. And that is she has not killed anyone. The sword is the symbol of cutting the ego. The mother is having so many human skulls as a garland. Can a lady cutting the human and putting the garlands? Oh my God. Can she be worshipped as a divine mother? No. Impossible. You cannot look at her. But no, this is again the symbol of knowledge. In the Sanskrit alphabet, it is 52 alphabets are there. From A to Visharga. The 52 alphabets. And these A's are 52. These 52 are the alphabets. And if you know A, B, C, D, and then slowly, you will learn everything. If you know the A, A, Ka, Ka in the Sanskrit alphabets or the Indian language, A, A, Ka, Ka, here in the Europe, A, B, C, D. And that way, in every language, they have the alphabets, the letters, just 52 letters are there. That is the symbol. And if you are having this knowledge, then obviously when you have the knowledge, action is necessary. And hands are the symbol of action. And that's why it is hanging from our waist. The human hands hanging from our waist is a symbol of action. The knowledge and action equal to creation. If a man knows how to create a table, so he has the knowledge, but he is not having the hands, he won't be able to make the table, though he is a good carpenter. The moment he is having the hands and the tools and the material, beautifully he can make a table. So the creation means knowledge and action. Then action symbolized by the hand that is hanging from the waist of the mother, and the knowledge or intellect is the symbol that is hanging from this way. So this is called the mother. Anything of the worldly you come to pray, come to the right side of the mother. And if you want the liberation, then you have to go to the left side, and that is up to you. Mother cannot kill. You have to work hard. You have to kill your ego, remove your ego, and still your mind. Then only you will get the liberation. So this is what it happens always. So this is the way the Mother Kali, it functions. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he introduced this knowledge. And his great disciple, Swami Vivekananda, this Swami Vivekananda, in the beginning he was also influenced by those people who used to criticize Kali. So he never accepted Kali. Who was a terrible lady and she has killed this and that. I don't like to worship Kali. Sri Ramakrishna patiently waited. And then one day it so happened, this boy, he lost everything. When his father passed away, he was a very rich person, but he gave all money in charity, didn't keep anything for himself. And in those days it was the tradition in the Hindu families, aristocratic family, that money should be in the hand of a senior member of the family. And that was his uncle, father's uncle, the grandfather of Vivekananda. His father used to earn a lot of money, but still he used to give it to the uncle and some money in charity. So obviously the moment his father passed away young, then this family, they were having nothing. That gentleman denied everything. That is the war. Immediately said, no, I am not having any money. Your father didn't give anything. So they could not prove anyway. So they had to go to the court and they had to struggle a lot, only to keep the parental family, property, so that they can stay somewhere. And this young boy, he started searching for the job. Though he was a very eloquent speaker and very intelligent student, but he couldn't get a job. He tried everywhere. No one could help him. And then ultimately, he came to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And when he came to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he said, you don't accept Kali. That is the reason you are suffering. You have to go and pray to Goddess Kali. If you go and pray to the Kali, then only he will have this her blessings. Now the action is necessary, power is necessary. God's power must manifest. Otherwise, anything that you are doing will be futile. So what is the God's power? What is Kali? So he told, you better go and pray to the Kali, and if the Kali is happy, you will get everything. This young boy of hardly 18, 19, he went and he saw not the ordinary stone image. He saw the Kali standing all over the world. Nothing but the Mother Kali. Everything is sustaining in heart. And then he prayed, not for money, name or fame, but he prayed, give me mukti. Obviously, it was completely different. He went to get a job. He went to pray for money. But when he saw the Mother, he forgot about this world. Give me the discrimination, give me the devotion. He prayed. 3 times, Sri Ramakrishna sent him. 3 times the same thing happened. Then ultimately, Sri Ramakrishna said, your family will never suffer for want of food and clothing. That will be taken care of by Mother Kali. This is called Shakti. Whatever we want, if we go to the Goddess Kali and pray to the Mother, because she is the power of God, she will give us all the blessings, and everything that we want, we will get. The power of God is more important. More important. Sometimes some people, they directly worship Goddess power and they call Shakta. And these Shaktas people, they have different schools. And sometimes they will be sitting on the dead bodies and meditating, only to remember the dead body, it was a human form, but now that life is not there, so it has no value. It's just like anything. So what is most important? Body, mind, or the soul? Soul is most important. If the soul is not there, life is not there, husband won't love the wife. Wife cannot love the husband. If the life is not there, soul is not there, body is there. Same body. But no, without the life, you cannot. So remembering that, they sit on the dead body and meditate. It needs a lot of courage. So they are called Veera Bhakta. Veera means heroic. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said it is not necessary. You can come to the benign mother. So he made the Kali, the terrible power of God, benign mother. And if you call the Kali as mother, just mother, you need not to utter any Sanskrit word or any chanting, just mother. As the children they call mama, mommy, mother, amma, whatever form. Immediately the mother power welled up and they go and protect the child. I was seeing somewhere, I don't know where, a bear came inside and the mother first ran away, but the baby was somewhere there. She remembered the baby left over. She again came and faced that bear. And the bear took her and maybe biting and some, but mother power is so powerful, protecting the baby. So we have to become the children of God. If we can become the children of God, the Divine Mother's protection is surely to come. That is exactly what Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is teaching. Thank you, friends. Thank you for this attending. Tomorrow again, we'll be discussing about the Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Kali, the Mother Kali and Sri Ramakrishna in Omar Ashrama. Monday, of course, in the evening time, we'll be worshipping the goddess Kali in the traditional way. This Abhayam Varadam Chaiva Dakshinodapani Kam. Abhaya and Varada, that the two hands of the southern right hand side, that gives us the blessings. That is our prayer. Thank you. Thank you very much.